Epilogue. I know I said I learned something new about women in every failed relationship that I've had the displeasure of being a part of. But I didn't tell you what I learned from this one. This one taught me that I had to ask more questions. I would have never wasted my time and energy on her if I knew from the jump that she rarely cooked, or she didn't shake her ass, or she was super insecure, or she was the jealous type, or she would go through my phone and delete my contacts, or she didn't, or she wouldn't, or have in the past, or I could keep going. I could have asked those things, but I didn't. And for that reason, I have come up with a very special list of questions I will be asking the next woman that I deal with. If she can't answer these questions, then I won't be dealing with her. Put your seatbelt on. This is about to be a rocky ride. Girlfriend questionnaire. Zodiac sign. Leos, continue at your own risk. Do you come with insecurities? If yes, please explain in detail. If no, any mention of said, unsaid insecurities may be grounds for parting ways, Joe Clark. What do you think about NDAs? What was the reason for your last breakup? Which is more important, emotion or logic? Rate your fellatio 1 to 10, 10 being the best. If you don't know what fellatio is, stop reading and find you something else to do. Do you know how to cook? Do you cook? Which do you eat more, your own cooking or fast food? What's your favorite color? Have you ever gone through someone's phone looking for dirt? Have you ever gone through your boyfriend's phone while they were asleep? Have you ever been to jail for domestic violence? Have you ever been the cause of somebody going to jail for domestic violence? Do you have children? If so, how many, including ages? If you have more than one child, how many fathers? Or said fathers active in their kids' life? Do you or have you ever received child support? Do you receive any form of government assistance other than health care? Do you wear modifications, nails, hair, lashes, etc.? If so, which ones and how often is the maintenance? How good are your knees? Do you know how to twerk? What's your guilty pleasure? Where is your happy place? Have you ever seen someone die? Have you ever been in love? Do you gossip? Do you have a best friend? Where do you like and not like to be touched? What's one thing you've never done but would like to try? Are you flexible? Have you ever broken a car window? Have you ever slashed tires? When was your last doctor's appointment? Have you ever had a smell in your nether region? What are your sexual expectations? Do you suffer from IBS? Are you inquisitive? Have you ever wore a lace front, sew-in, or extensions? What do you do with your free time? Do you use the internet for social media purposes? What's your favorite platform? What was the last thing you ate? Do you drink? What's your favorite liquor? When was your last sexual encounter? Do you like anal? Have you ever wore a butt plug with or without the light? Have you ever been raped, molested, or touched inappropriately as a child or young adult? Have you ever wanted to be somebody other than yourself? Who was the last person you called? Apple or Android? Have you ever been in lust? Are you close to your family? What's your favorite holiday? What turns you on? Are you scared of spiders? Have you ever had roaches? Have you ever had bed bugs? What's your relationship deal breaker? Can you keep a secret? Does size really matter? Do you have tattoos? Favorite sexual position? Bra size? Do you know how to swim? Do you have any missing teeth? Have you ever had body altering surgery? Do you have on a wig? Do you like animals? Do you have any animals? Are any of your body parts not symmetrical? Do you wear glasses? Have you ever been broken up with? Are you allergic to anything? Have you ever faked the orgasm? Are you 420 friendly? Have you ever knowingly broken the law? Where were you born? Did you grow up with both parents? Have you ever been bullied? Have you ever had sex outside? Have you ever been in an abusive relationship? Do you go to church? Do you believe in God? Do you have any naked pictures of yourself or anyone else in your phone right now? Have you ever protested? Do you believe in equal rights? Do you own a gun? Have you ever thought about or attempted suicide? Have you ever had a C-section? What do you think about PDA? Do you sext? Have you ever sent the same sexy pictures to different people? How many pair of shoes do you own? Do you own an expensive purse? Price and brand. Did you buy that expensive purse? Do you own any real jewelry? Gold or silver? Can you fight? Do you cuss? Have you ever farted in public? Do you have edges? Does the carpet match the drapes? Is your bathroom clean right now? How many towels do you use? Do you have a job? Have you ever let a man flip your taxes? Do you drink coffee? Have you ever been a stripper? Do you have some lotion in your purse? Have you ever tried cocaine? Have you ever taken psychiatric medication? Are you interested in doing YouTube for a living? Do you know CPR? Do you like to travel? Have you ever made a fake account? When was the last time you dushed? Will you leave me if I ended up paralyzed? Are all your appliances where they're supposed to be? Have you ever dumped your ashes on the floor on purpose? How often do you clean your nails? When was the last time you washed dishes? Has anybody ever called you ugly? Have you ever been rejected? Can you follow instructions? Have you ever posted a picture for likes? Democrat, Republic, or Independent? Do you have any family members or friends in prison? Have you ever been a prostitute? Have you ever bought clothes from the beauty supply shop? Have you ever checked to see whose pictures your mate was liking? Do you want to be a rapper? Have you ever been convicted of a felony? Do you have a celebrity crush? If so, who? Have you ever picked your nose in public? Have you ever ate glue, cornstarch, or yeast plain? What would you do if I went broke? What are you looking for in a relationship? Is 50-50 cool with you? Do you have a sugar daddy? Have you ever been in a high-speed chase? Do you know how to rock up cocaine? Have you ever snorted a pill? Have you ever taken ecstasy? Have you ever had an ecstasy pill stuffed in your rectum? Have you ever called the police on somebody? Do you think that you are thicker than you really are? Have you ever been delusional? Have you ever been jumped or participated in jumping someone? Have you ever been homeless? Do you enjoy tongue kissing? Do you spit or swallow? What's your credit score? Do you have a credit card with more than a $5,000 line of credit? Have you ever wore the same pair of drawers more than one day without changing them? Do you have an eviction on your record? Have you ever been on house arrest? What's your favorite body part? Do you hold your heel up when you take pictures? Have you ever taken pictures of somebody while they were asleep? Are you related to any Smiths? Have you ever had sex with one of your cousins? Do you know anyone with multiple sclerosis? Have you ever let somebody spit in your mouth? Do you know where your G-spot is? Do you like girls? Have you ever had a threesome? Have you ever had a train ran on you? Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you have a fupa, fat upper pussy area? Do you wear makeup daily? Do you have any brothers that play in the streets? Have you ever dated a stud? Where do you work at? Have you ever accepted money for sexual favors? What was the last book you read? Have you ever written a book? Do you shut down when you get mad? Have you ever sucked somebody's toes? Have you ever been flown out for a meetup? Do your children have behavioral problems? Do you know how to change a flat tire? What's your favorite movie? Did you get a stimulus check? Have you lied on any question up until this point? If so, which ones? Can you hold a grudge? Or are you intimidated by pretty people? Have you ever been robbed? Have you ever set somebody up to be robbed? Have you ever had sex with an ex's friends or family? Do you cheat? Do you steal? Are you disrespectful? Have you ever given fellatio in a car, moving, or stationary? Who was the last person you blocked and why? Do you know your IQ? Do you have an OnlyFans? If so, how much is the fee to see it? Have you ever blocked and deleted one of your mate's contacts? Do you have a sex tape nobody is seeing? Have you ever fought a man? Do you like date nights? How fast can you run a 40-yard dash? How high can you jump? Do you go for long walks? Do you or have you ever had hemorrhoids? When was the last time you had unprotected sex? When was your last HIV/AIDS test? Do you like to get the last word? Have you ever put somebody out of your house? Do you have a passport? Do you claim a gang or organization? Is your phone paid for? Are you argumentative? Do you have any ops? Do you still talk to your exes? Have you ever been married? Is anybody in your family the plug? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you know any law enforcement officers personally? Have you ever been a model or video vixen? Did you ride the short bus? Have you ever been to therapy? Do you know anybody that knows me in real life? Are you overweight? Do your pussy lips hang? When was the last time you masturbated? Have you ever had a one-night stand? Do you need lubricant to stay wet during intercourse? Are you a squirter? Do you like it rough? Have you ever been choked during sex? What's your body count? At what age did you lose your virginity? Are you a member of the Mile High Club? How do you measure success? Is beauty really in the eye of the beholder? Have you ever cried over a failed relationship? Have you ever taken a number 2 in a public bathroom? What are 3 things on your bucket list? How long was your longest relationship? How do you deal with stress? Do you suffer from depression? What do you consider cheating? Are you trustworthy? Have you ever had your heart broken? What is your love language? Are you a gold digger? Do you want to be famous? Any kind of movies you don't like to watch? Are you in debt? What is your favorite song by me? Have you ever been on Section 8? Do you have any gold teeth? Do you watch porn? What are 3 foods you don't eat? Do you drink enough water? Do you play video games? Do you have a nickname? Are you smart or dumb? Do you have common sense? How are your communication skills? Are you jealous? How many languages do you speak? Do you compromise? Do you like your wings all flats? Do you have any regrets? What's the most hurtful thing somebody has ever said to you? Have you ever had an abortion? Do you wear lingerie? Do you like it fast or slow? What does intimacy mean to you? Do you snore? What is your definition of love? Have you ever been injured during sex? What is your favorite season? Do you floss regularly? Who was the last person you told that you loved them? What's your ethnicity? Do you like to be spanked? Do you accept jail calls? Do you use money as a control mechanism? What do you like to spend money on? Do you think you need to make any personal improvements? What is your most precious possession? Are you bougie? Do your feet stink? Do you suffer from anxiety? Do you need constant positive affirmations? What was the last goal you accomplished? Cream pie or pull out? Do you use sex as a weapon? Do you believe in your mate knowing your location at all times? What are your financial goals for the future? Who is your hero? Have you ever paid on your phone bill to keep your phone on? Do you have any bad habits? What's your idea of foreplay? Have you ever had a sexually transmitted disease? Are you freaky? Do you wear a girdle or body shaper? Do you hate anyone and why? Who is your favorite artist? Do you have trust issues? Do you like sports? If so, which ones? Do you eat pork? Do you bathe daily? Are you a business owner? What kind of car do you drive? Do you rent, lease, or own? Are you a crack baby? Have you ever had sex in a department store? What was the last grade you completed? Do you work out regularly? How much do you weigh? How old are you? Have you ever been in a long-distance relationship? What motivates you to get up every day? Do you have any childhood traumas? Are you scared of clowns? Do you have back fat? Is your belly button in or out? Do you sleep naked? Have you ever committed perjury? Have you ever had a hot flash? Are you scared of heights? Have you ever sold hard drugs? Do you wear a bonnet in public? Do you have multiple personalities? Do they have names? Do you listen? Are you satisfied where you are in life? Have you ever done a photo shoot? Do you believe in soul ties? Are you pregnant? What is your favorite fruit? Are you toxic? How often do you shave under your arms? Is the grass manicured, bald, or roughage? Do you come with a warning? Have you ever lied by omission? Do you play on your phone all day? Do you know the last thing Beyonce posted? Have you ever been out of the country? Are you materialistic? Do you use sage, burn candles, or incense? How many days does your period last? Have you ever laid down a towel? Have you ever had your lights turned off? Do you read the instructions or look at the box? Have you ever been in a homeless shelter? Do you believe in karma? Are you a nymphomaniac? When was the last time you got your teeth cleaned? Are you a hoarder? When was your last argument? What is your biggest flaw? Do you believe in ghosts? How do you deal with disappointment? Thong, bikini, or granny panties? Do you suffer from any medical conditions? Are you okay with your man having female friends? How long have you been at your job? Do you see a therapist? Do you like the thumb in your rectum during sex? Do you maintain eye contact during conversations? When was the last time you got mad and why? Do you have a gag reflex? Or your parents still alive? Do you have a sense of humor? When was the last time you got your oil changed? Is your check engine light on? Have you ever picked up dog potty? How many pairs of leggings do you own? Have you ever been in a secret competition with a friend? Do you bring up things that you have done for somebody during an argument? Have you ever been camping? Or you an alcoholic or drug addict? Have you ever bought fake designer? Do you beg? How many times you wore the same outfit back to back? Do you eat healthy? Have you ever been to rehab? When was the last time you cooked Sunday dinner? Or you a racist? Do you bite your nails? Have you ever fed the homeless? Do you suffer from Tourette's? Have you ever had a heart attack or stroke? Do you or have you ever done yoga? Or you a screamer during sex? Do you have acne? Do you scam, finesse, or do fraud? Do you have entitlement issues? Or you a registered voter? Have you ever apologized for being wrong? Do your thighs rub together when you walk? How do you handle frustrations? Have you ever thrown something at somebody? Do you whoop your children? Have you ever insulted someone on purpose? Or your windows tinted on your car? Is the windshield tinted? Have you ever used the bathroom and not washed your hands? Sex with music on or off? Do you have patience? Do you have an unusual talent? Have you ever broken any bones? What was your first job? Have you ever painted? Have you ever went crazy? Do you have a work boyfriend? Favorite card game? Which emoji do you use the most? Do you watch anime? Have you Googled me? Name a song you know word for word. Do you know how to fold a fitted sheet? What kind of soap do you use? Do you have a favorite fragrance? Do you karaoke? Have you ever fought one of your parents? Have you ever used tears to get your way? Do you believe in love at first sight? Can you drive? Do you text and drive? Which one of my books is your favorite? Have you ever been peed on? What is something unusual that you like? Have you ever been shot or shot at? Do you understand that EJ and Bear come with me? They do not sleep on the floor and are spoiled beyond measure. Do you have a problem with dog litter? Are you a humanitarian? Do you watch murder documentaries? Are you a backseat driver? Do you recycle? Are you claustrophobic? Are you an organ donor? Do you have asthma? Do you like to ride roller coasters? Have you ever driven a go-kart? How much gas in your car right now? What's more important, being right or being happy? When was the last time you lied?